Nata!
It is our privilege to introduce the Honorable Mayor Robin J. Elackat of Missouri City, Texas, a remarkable leader and dedicated public servant. With over 15 years of public service, Mayor Elackat has been a strong advocate for people of Missouri City. Since his swearing in as 12th Mayor on December 21st, 2020, he has focused on impactful initiatives that improve the quality of life, such as revitalizing Texas Parkway and Cartwright Road, promoting budget accountability, improving infrastructure, fostering business development, and enhancing public safety through projects like the Public Safety Annex and upgraded fire stations. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished guest of honor, Mayor Robin J. Elackat.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to be here, but before we start, I'd like to thank the association president, Dominic Kungle, for having the opportunity to invite me to this event. As I've told him, I'm not a KCCNA president or have in any associations with the Kainai community today. But he told me, well, after the 15th National Convention, which was held by Shaji Arad, he said, but with the speech that you gave, you're more than welcome to come. So I guess I told him I will not run for KCCNA, but I wanted to thank him and his entire executive board for inviting us here. And our chief guest, our honorable Ramesh Babu Lakshmanan, our Consul General of this region. And then also our KCCNA President, Shaji Arad, who's a good friend of mine. And then our former KCCNA President, who actually initiated this process with all of you, Baby Manapana, Baby Urala. And then of course, our Reverend Father Charapurta, and all of you. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that I came all the way from Houston to congratulate you. You are the bedrock of this association. Because 25 years ago, in 1999, there are people here, those of you who are here, the Kamanans, the Elackat, and Chakala Parable, all of you started an association such as this. And today, 25 years later, I believe Kainai Catholic Association of Georgia is still standing strong. So give yourself a round of applause. You know, as KCCNA President Shaji Arad mentioned, that there are so many of you from Chicago that's here. Similar to Houston, we have a lot of implants of Kainaites in Houston as well. They come from California to whether it's Chicago, New York, and elsewhere. So there the association is going strong. But I wanted to remind you of one thing, that as long as you stay together, as long as you connect together to our community, that you can be successful. And I want you to understand, times are challenging. These are the times that are really rough for the Kainai community. The only reason I spoke in the 15th National Kainai Convention is because after my time of 1995, the KCYL, I disappeared into the American politics. I just couldn't take it anymore, because of all the things that you see and you hear about the Kainai community, which I'm also a part of, and I still love. It was at the Kainai Catholic Youth League where I first learned how to speak in front of an audience. It was the first opportunity for me to even be out there open, and not only in speeches, but to learn how to organize things. So it is a community that raised me to where I am today. So for that, I am forever grateful to that community. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate a special person we have here, Biju Tirthamala. Biju has been an instrumental since Chicago and moving to here, organizing this function. You know, they told me that, hey, Houston, you know, you go into Atlanta, don't expect to be like Houston, because Houston's got a lot of people. But I got to tell you, I'm completely blown away at the procession. It almost looked like the KCCA convention. So I took some pictures. I don't know if some of you noticed. I'm going to go back to Houston and show them that, well, Atlanta does it greatly. So congratulations to Biju and his entire team for doing this. Yes, give him a round of applause. And I'll leave you with this one thought. Coming to Atlanta was a great opportunity for me. I have 2-3 special people here in the audience, and one is here that I actually went to school with. One is none other than your secretary, Biju, as you call him, but I call him Joseph because back in the days that we used to call him that. And then also another special friend of mine who's in the audience is Sibi Veliat, and he's also someone that I went to school with. And there's so many people, like I said, from Chicago who are here. So it's a homecoming for me to be here. Lastly, I'm going to say something in our dialect, and those of you that doesn't understand, and I do apologize. Kranaya സമുദായത്തിന്റെ മുമ്പോട്ടുള്ള പോക്ക് ഈ 25 വർഷമായിട്ട് KCAG നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് പോകുന്നത് ഇവിടെ ഷായി ചേട്ടൻ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾ കുറച്ച് പേര് കൂടി ആ ഒരു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി സെന്റർ ബിൽഡ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ടുള്ള പരമാവധി നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രമിക്കണം. കാരണം ഗ്രാനായ സമുദായം ഇല്ലാതാക്കാൻ പലരും നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു അവസരമാണ്. നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം ഗ്രാനായ സമുദായത്തിന്റെ ഇതനുസരിച്ച് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന ഒരു സ്പെഷ്യൽ ബ്ലെസ്സിങ് ആയിരുന്നു നമ്മുടെയൊക്കെ കല്യാണം കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞുള്ള ബെറുമറിയം. ആ ബെറുമറിയം പാട്ട് ഗ്രാനായ സമുദായത്തിൽ നിന്ന് ഇപ്പൊ പറയുന്നത് മാതാവിന്റെ പാട്ടാണ്. അത് ഗ്രാനായക്കാർക്ക് മാത്രമുള്ള പാട്ടല്ല. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഈയിടെ നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും വളരെയധികം ശ്രദ്ധിച്ച വാട്സാപ്പിൽ കൂടെയും ഒക്കെ ഇതാണ് മർത്തോമൻ നന്മേൽ. ഇവിടെ വളരെ മനോഹരമായിട്ട് ഇവിടെ നിങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ മുമ്പേ നേരത്തെ പരിപാടി തുടങ്ങുന്ന സമയത്ത് പാടി. അതിന്റെ ട്യൂൺ മാറ്റി അതിപ്പോ സീറോ മലബാർ എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലാകുകയാണ്. എന്നെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം പേഴ്സണലായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് സീറോ മലബാറുമായിട്ട് യാതൊരു പ്രശ്നവുമില്ല, അവരുമായിട്ടുള്ള പ്രശ്നമല്ല. നമ്മുടെ സമുദായത്തിന്റെ ആചാരങ്ങളും പാരമ്പര്യങ്ങളും ആ ഒത്തുതീർത്തല്ലോ ഒത്തുകൊണ്ടുപോയി ഒന്നിച്ചു കൊണ്ടുപോയി അത് നമ്മൾ മുമ്പോട്ട് പോകുവാനായിട്ട് ഈ കയറി വരുന്ന ലീഡർഷിപ്പിലുള്ള ഓരോരുത്തരും ശ്രമിക്കണം. ഇതേപോലെ എനിക്ക് ഇന്ന് 25 വർഷമായിട്ട് അടുത്ത ഒരു 25 വർഷം 50 വർഷമാകുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഈ പൊസിഷനിൽ കാണുകയല്ലെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയാം. ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്ന പലരും ഇവിടെ വരികയല്ലെന്നറിയാം. പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്ന ചെറുപ്പക്കാരായിട്ടുള്ള നിങ്ങൾ 23ഉം 25ഉം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 16ഉം 17ഉം വയസ്സായിട്ടുള്ളവർ ചിന്തിക്കണം, ഈ ജ്ഞാനായ സമുദായത്തിനെ പിടിച്ചു നിർത്തണമെങ്കിൽ, ഈ ജ്ഞാനായ സമുദായത്തിനെ മുമ്പോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകണമെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങളെപ്പോലുള്ളവരല്ല നിങ്ങളെപ്പോലുള്ളവർക്കേ ഉള്ളൂ ഇത് പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. അതുകൊണ്ട് my humble request to the younger generation who's here today. I understand living in America, sometimes you tend to go outside of the community and marry within that. There's nothing wrong with that. But to those of you who are thinking of upkeeping the values which from 8345 onwards our forefathers have done so, it is your rest upon your shoulder to carry that torch forward. Only thing we can do is to lead the way. But if there is nobody following, a leader without followers is really not a leader. So I would ask each and every one of you who are sitting in here to think about your community. This community actually gave me everything that more than I've asked for. You know, even today, anywhere I go and speak or get introduced as the mayor, there is something that comes before me, is he's been the president of Elackat Catholic Youth League. So for me, that's a very personal touch. It tells me, it identifies me as part of this community. So without a doubt, I want each of you to think about the future and follow through that future. I will end with this, lastly saying, it is also a privilege for me to come here to see a good friend. Before even he was married, I've seen him in Chicago, is none other than Lucas Chacalabrado. And he, yes, and I congratulate President because I saw that he has been given a leadership award of such a high intense, which I have never seen. So my heartily congratulations to you, Lukashenko, and I wish you nothing but success and for a remarkable recovery. With all of you, I wanted to say once again, thank you for inviting me. Just like Shai Chetan, I do have an event in Houston, so I will be leaving at 3. Also, I wanted to stay longer, but you know, with as I'm sure the commission will tell you and the Council General will tell you, our schedules really doesn't work the way that we want it to work. But once again, thank you so much for inviting me, and I hope you remember the words I've told you, that the next generation is the one to upkeep. If you are a leader, if you don't have followers, you're not leading anyone. With that, God bless you, and congratulations again.